So we all already intuitively know when to stop eating. So why do we keep doing it? Keep watching.
I'm tired of failing on my diet. This time around feels so different. I feel emotionally lighter. I am not fighting with myself each day. If you change your mindset, you're going to change your whole life.
So in order to change our bodies, we already know that we just need to change our eating habits. And it's not about going on a diet, because when you go on a diet, it means you're gonna come off a diet. We wanna think about it in the way of just changing the way we're eating. So if it's so simple, why don't we just do it? We secretly love the drama of going on a diet and off a diet. Keeping the weight on gives us a story to tell. It gives us an excuse to sort of keep people at bay. It gives us an excuse for our shortcomings, and that's why we'll lose 20 pounds and then we'll turn around and gain it right back, because secretly we're afraid of not being enough inside. We're afraid that we won't have that excuse anymore, and that's why we self-sabotage. So in order for us to know that we're enough on the inside to be able to move past those barriers, we have to actually start looking at ourselves and figuring out who we are, because we won't actually love ourselves. You can't love anyone until you know who they are first. And so many people spend so much time trying to dissect other people, looking at other people, finding out what makes them tick, while we follow all these people on Instagram because we're hoping part of them is going to rub off on us. But we spend so much time trying to dissect and figure out these other people that we don't even spend the time on ourselves to do that. So when it comes time to look inward, we don't even know who we are. That's why we get that fear of whether or not we're enough, because we don't even know who we are on the inside. So we have to take that time to really find out who we are again, reconnect with ourselves, and really understand what it is that make ourselves tick. And that's why we lose that connection, is because we spend so much time on these people that we admire, and we try to figure out how to emulate them and do the things that they do, but we're just doing it because it's what they do, what they're doing. We're not thinking about who we are, what is it that we really want. And when you can start to answer those questions for yourself by answering little daily things about how do you feel about different things, how do you feel about what you're doing right now, what is your opinion, not what is this person thinking or what is this person judging me on. Literally asking yourself, what do I think about this right now? What is my own opinion on this? And that's where we find that love for ourselves again, and we can get past that barrier, because a lot of times the food is just a way to keep people at bay. We love the food because it gives us that comfort, and it gives us a way to connect with ourselves, because we aren't connecting with ourselves in the day-to-day life. So it's allowing us to push people back and not see our real selves, because we're afraid that we're not going to be enough if we show our true self. But it's better to be hated for who you really are than to be loved for someone that you're not. So go out there and be boldly who you are. I have one friend who, this story just always tickles me, because we were getting ready to go out one night, and she has like one little mole like right here. It's so cute, and she was putting foundation on top of it. And I was like, why are you putting foundation on that? She was like, oh, it's my mole, it's like, and I was like, girl, no, that is what makes you you. You need to keep that there. And so she darkened it that night, and she got so many compliments, because that's what makes her special. And it's funny, the very things that we're afraid of that people won't like us for are the very things that people are going to love us for. And think about the people that you just wholeheartedly love. You don't love them for their perfections or their ability to do certain things. You love them for the things that make them so unique, the things that only they have. That's what we love about them. And there are things and gifts that you have to offer the world that only you can offer them, but you have to be your true self to do it. And it's a risky thing, because we fear innately that we're not going to be enough, that we won't be liked. But when you love yourself for your true self, for who you are, other people are going to love you for the exact same thing. So in addition to that, to get over the self-sabotage of loving the drama of the cycle going over and over again, allow yourself to see past the cycle. Allow yourself to see past the body. Picture your life after you reach your goals. Not like this, castle in the sky idea of like going to the beach and everybody loving you. think about your life day to day, getting up in the morning, going to work, going to the gym, going to dinner with your family or your friends, and being at your goal. Picture the day-to-day things that you do. Picture what you did yesterday if you were where you were with your fitness and health goals. Picture that so it's closer to you and it's more, it's cemented more that way when you tie it to past experiences. So tie what your goal body is to yesterday's schedule, what all you did yesterday. Walk yourself through that day and what it would be like in your goal body, reaching your fitness goals. That way you can see what your life is like past that, because the reason why we self-sabotage when it comes to that is because when we can't see past it, it's like a mountain climber reaching the top of the mountain with nowhere to go. We always need progress. We always need something to strive for as human beings. That's what makes us happy. That's what makes us continue to grow. So having the goal of weight loss is something for us to always strive for. And then once we get closer to hitting that goal, it's kind of like, okay, well, I don't really know what goes on after that. I don't know what my goal is going to be after that. What am I really going to strive for? It feels like, reaching the idea of perfection, but we know there's no such thing as perfection. So we'll self-sabotage because we can't see past reaching that goal. So envision your life after that, and that will give you something to push forward and push through the self-sabotage. So I hope this video helped you guys. Comment down below if you have any questions, and as always, sending you guys lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah.